Hi, I'm Robert Goldberg,
I'm Stephen Goldberg.
and we're here to honor our parents and celebrate my dad, Larry Goldberg's musical career.
On Broadway, he was known as Larry Gilbert, and I can't remember a time when there wasn't music in our house. From my earliest memories, music has always been an integral part of my life, thanks to my parents. My dad would constantly play opera records, talk about opera, talk about popular music, but only the kind of music that he thought was appropriate. For instance, he loved Frank Sinatra. He always spoke about his phrasing, his breath control, and his love of music naturally was passed on to me and my brother.
He actually wanted to be an opera singer and would tease quite often that he did sing at the Metropolitan Opera, but in the bathroom, and he eventually made it to Broadway. Not only did he sing, he played the harmonica, and he was offered a job with the Harmonicats to be the front man, playing the harmonica and mostly singing.
And I remember when we were quite young, my father would take out his harmonica, which happens to be this harmonica, and he would play Mama's Little Children Love Shortenbread, and we would laugh and laugh and laugh because he would always ham it up.
And Dad finally made it to Broadway. He was in quite a number of shows. He sang all over the country, on the Broadway stage, and absolutely adored being in show business. He gave us the gift of music, a great legacy.
And now we'd like to share that with you.
And don't we all love show business? And that summer, I was born. And at the same time, Milton Berle and his wife, Joyce Matthews, adopted a girl named Victoria. So as they were touring through the Catskills, they needed a place to keep the two of us, and every time they did a show, they put us in a crib. I can honestly say I'm the first man to ever sleep with Milton Berle's daughter.
And then I was born, much to my brother's regret.
Still.
And I remember my dad would take me to the opera several times, and I knew nothing about the music or anything, but my father would always point out, listen to this note coming up, it's a high C, listen to this note. Or later on he would say, you see this performance over here? If he would have, and he gave an analysis, and the way he explained it to me always made sense.
And Mom would take me to the theater, and I've gotten to see almost every show that was in existence in those days, and I still go to the theater, and I go to it as often as I can, because that's the love of music that they left us and that she gave me.
I remember as a young child, when I was out in the street playing with all of my friends, when it was dinner time, my friends' parents would call them out, come on in, Billy, come on in, it's time for dinner, Jack, come on in, it's time for dinner. My father would do something a little bit differently. He would sing, Stephen, come on in, it's dinner time. And after a while, all my friends would kid me, and whenever they spoke to me, they would always be singing to me.
And he would sing constantly in the house, and he would vocalize a lot in the shower. And Stephen and I would wind up going through the house mimicking him, la 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 la, la 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 la. And Mom absolutely loved to hear him sing. Mom has no talent when it comes to singing, but has a terrific ear. And on those rare occasions when he missed a note, she would be able to tell him that he missed a note, and he would make the correction.
I remember going to my dad's concerts and sitting with my mom, and occasionally I would look at her face, and the look of joy and pride in that face was very heartwarming to me. She loved him, and she appreciated his talent.
And she supported him and pushed him, and was one of the driving forces behind his making it to a Broadway stage. After Milk and Honey closed, Dad decided he would become a full-time cantor.
As a matter of fact, he was at the same temple for over 30 years.
Which is something that's unheard of, and he performed many weddings and many bar mitzvahs. As a matter of fact, some of you sitting in the audience know that he was the officiant at your wedding, he was the officiant at your bar mitzvah. As a matter of fact, he officiated at my wedding.
He officiated at 3 of my weddings.
Oh, okay, enough of that.
When my parents retired and moved to Florida, my father still had that desire to perform. He would do weddings, bar mitzvahs, and concerts.
And as he got even older, he volunteered to do Sabbath services at the retirement homes, and at 90 years old, he would always tell us, I'm singing for the old people. At the end of every concert that he did, he would always sing his favorite song.
You'll never walk alone.
Right, He'll Never Walk Alone.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't.
I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't act,
I can't sing either, but I love to sing.
but because of our parents, we will always have the gift of music.